Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before the video starts, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The question of the day, is Bitcoin dead? Well, let's see what trader Brian Kelly has to say and why. Enjoy the video.
Bitcoin, we hardly knew you, but you will occupy...
Hold on. I mean, listen, I've got a couple things I want to say here. This is not the funeral for Bitcoin whatsoever. So follow me over here to the thing. I'm going to tell you what's going on here. Couple different things. Let's look at the Bitcoin bug that we just retired, and all of a sudden we're declaring that the Bitcoin funeral is here. You know when that Bitcoin bug came on? That was just around the high. So when we start to declare a funeral and things get really horrible, sentiment is approaching the lows. So hopefully we'll use that funeral bug to say, hey, you know what? That was near the lows. Number two, Bob talked about the Japan exchanges ordered to improve business conditions. It's actually a good thing. Short run, it's going to be a little tough because they're stopping new accounts from coming in, but actually they're cleaning up the system. They're making sure it's more robust, making sure it's better for people. And then finally, there was news today that Mt. Gox is going into rehabilitation, and they're going to distribute the rest of the $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. But here's what's great about that. They're not going to distribute it until at least Q1 of 2019. Everybody thinks all of a sudden there's going to be a wave of selling. Not happening now. So let's go to the chart and see where we are. Now, when I walked over here, look at this. Okay, we've had this big downtrend, 65, 70%, peak to down here. That is not unusual for Bitcoin. It's very painful. But look at this, where we are right here, okay? Guess where we were? That was only back in November, okay? You know where we were a year ago? $2,500. So, let's put this in perspective. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't go lower. This is a bear market, and bear markets, we don't know where they end. There's usually some kind of big crescendo to that. But this is by no means the funeral for Bitcoin.
So, BK, when you look at that middle circle, the middle level that you just plugged in there, that's roughly December, early on December. That's when Bitcoin futures, correct me if I'm wrong, started trading. And then about 17 days later, we see the peak in Bitcoin, and we haven't seen that be resurrected, or we haven't seen that lower trend line be broken. Is it because people can now bet against Bitcoin that you have a real arena for the bears to lie in?
No, I don't think so. There's not enough trading in the Bitcoin futures to really, I mean, it's increasing, but to really put that kind of pressure on them. They're cash settled. There's a little bit difference there. I mean, we had a confluence of a couple different things. Remember, we had tax selling. Remember that we had a couple of these hacks. And then also remember that we've had $10 billion of new money go into ICOs. To me, the ICO market looks like that right now. Looks like December, where we put up the Bitcoin bug. Down here is where I want to be, starting to get long these cryptocurrencies and less into the ICOs.
Thank you for watching. If you would like to see how we are stacking Bitcoin even in a bear market, generating crypto commissions, and using signals, seize the day. Click on the link in the description area below.